Welcome to episode 3 of the Number 2 podcast. If you have not subscribed, you need to subscribe by clicking the buttons below. We have also received up to 3 comments. Some have been from my parents. So if you have some topic ideas, put them in the comments right now. Don't delay. The data says you guys are watching at least 5 minutes of our episode. So get a life.
Oh, you read the analytics?
The analytics.
You've always been the analytic
The
person.
analytics. Lytics.
Annie Lennox?
Who's Annie Lennox? She's a singer, right?
I think so. It's before my time.
It's before my time.
Not really. But...
Not really. Okay, so the topics today for the podcast will be, we'll say the first topic on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Gem and the holograms.
Abortion.
Abortion.
Okay, the second topic we'll say on 3. 1, 2, 3. Nature
4.
hiking. 4. Just the number 4. Our other topic today will be 1, 2, 3.
Coachella.
Origami. Oh, Coachella is a good one. Yeah, not the art of paper folding.
So we watched a movie on your birthday. I don't know why you wanted to watch it, but you wanted to watch this movie on your birthday.
Oh, you want that to be one of the topics? Okay, so we'll add a 4th topic: movies you shouldn't see on your birthday. Okay, we have our topics.
What's up, guys? This podcast is gonna be shit
because it's called the Number 2 podcast. I'm Glenn.
I'm Simi.
And let's step in a turd. We have some good topics. We're going to be talking about Coachella adjacent. We're going to be talking about movies you shouldn't see on your birthday. And we're also going to be talking about
probably some Disney stuff and disabilities.
So a lot of topics because we cannot be put in a niche. So don't forget to subscribe. So let's dive right in to the toilet. Do you know what I actually want to talk about? Because this is the Number 2 podcast. How many movies where there's like acting around a toilet and it's so unrealistic. Like I was just watching No Hard Feelings, which if you haven't seen No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence, she's a genius. Oh my God, it's good. It's on Netflix right now, streaming. If you're watching this in 5 years, I don't know what it's going to be on. It's going to be invisible. You'll just download it from the air, but it's a comedy. And at one point, a character... You remember this part? We saw it in theaters because we support female comedies in the theaters. Anyway, do you remember the part where she makes him vomit in the toilet?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Is she sticking her finger down his throat and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Let me just fall back. Okay, so anyway, the point is he's vomiting in a toilet and his arms are on the toilet, and then she's like also touching the toilet. And it's like, if you've ever, not that I have ever imbibed too much, if you know what imbibe means, but even when you're shit-faced, is that the word for it? You don't touch the toilet and you don't put your head in it. Like in these movies, they're putting their head physically in the toilet for dramatic purposes, and it's like, ain't nobody doing that unless you have a really clean toilet. But like, it's a party in the scene. Like there's no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that not bother you?
Yeah, that is kind of gross. It's like, you wouldn't even do that. I mean, if you're really drunk, who knows what you do?
No.
But like,
No.
I can be the drunkest person.
No, you could be blackout drunk.
There could be 100 drunk people in the room.
There could be 100 drunk people in the room, and I'm still not putting my hands on the toilet. So
that's funny. The little things
that
you think about that are, that like you have icks about or just bother you.
It's disgusting. It's like sanitary madness. A lot of things with toilets bother me, actually. It's like one time,
oh God,
there's this evil place that's a yoga studio that basically like tricks you into working there for free so that you can get a discount. And they basically like pay you the same amount. It used to be you worked for free.
Is this core power yoga?
No comment. I think all yoga studios are pyramid schemes. That can be a topic someday. They're all pyramid schemes, and there's some evil, probably white man at the top that's benefiting. But like the people,
yoga poop stations different from other poop stations?
Well, sort of. But anyway, the point of this is I had to work there for free, and they don't train you. Like if you've never cleaned a bathroom, like a public bathroom, like you've never cleaned a public bathroom, like it's different than cleaning your home bathroom. You know what I mean? Because there's like multiple toilets. But like I don't have a urinal at home. So the very first time they told me to clean the urinal and I like didn't know what to do.
Wait, how do you clean a urinal? I've never cleaned a
I
urinal.
have no idea. But I just thought it was like a toilet, you know, and then there's just like a little water down there. So like that's the little toilet.
Yeah, I thought you just exchanged the little tablets that they put in there.
Well, you have to like, you know, you have to like bleach the porcelain or whatever. So I literally poured, you know, like when I clean my toilet here or anywhere, like I cover it in bleach, you know what I mean? And then you scrub it. So I did that. And then I flushed it and it like created like the Nutty Professor, like bubbles everywhere, but it was like still dirty. So then it was like everywhere. I left early that day.
I would have too.
Yeah, it was mortifying.
That's crazy. To clean a porta potty, I actually have never thought about that. Like that's something that like.
Well, this wasn't a porta potty. This was like a real bathroom.
Oh, I'm sorry, not a porta potty. Urinal. Like I've never thought about how to clean a urinal. I've never done that.
And you never will again.
In public bathrooms, like, do you sit directly on the seat, or are you like putting paper on it? Or are you hovering? I guess it kind of depends.
What are you doing?
I mean, sometimes I hover because I'm just like, if there's no paper.
Really?
Yeah, you're like doing this like magic trick hovering, like using your quads as much as you can.
I've never done that.
You just like,
if it's disgusting, I won't go to the bathroom. I don't always wipe it down. Sometimes I think like you need some germs. If there's like pee, I'm gonna wipe the pee.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But if it's like kind of weird, I'm just like, well, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
really
like
care.
that.
Like, some people have like anxiety about going in public bathrooms and things like that. I think the older I got, no, I think I did when I was younger, but the older I got, I don't care anymore. Like if I gotta go, I gotta go, and I'm gonna go.
And I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm the same way. When you're young,
and I probably went.
Yeah, twice. I was gonna say, I feel like I have a good idea for a reality show.
Oh God,
inspired by what you just said, because it's like, you know how like we've been talking about Love is Blind.
Oh God.
I feel like there could be a reality show where like, because you can learn a lot about a person by seeing their bathroom. You know what I mean? Like who they are and what they're about. Like I remember the first time I saw your bathroom.
What was wrong with it?
And then I remember the first time I like went to your like childhood home and saw the bathroom. Like,
what's wrong with it?
Well, your childhood home was actually like clean and nice.
Okay.
And like had like amenities. Your personal bathroom was like, it's kind of like it is now. Like
my personal bathroom is our personal bathroom.
It's yours. If it was mine, it would be.
Oh, if it was yours, you wouldn't have
barren.
Anything.
It would be barren.
It would be like hello. It'd be like Kim Kardashian's house. You want a Kim Kardashian's house where there's absolutely nothing in it. Like there's echoes everywhere. I live in a house. I live in a bathroom. I like things lived in.
I want to be able to pick up my toothbrush and move now.
You want a hotel life.
I want a hotel.
Yeah. Well,
but don't you think that would be a good reality show? It's like,
I think a good reality show is like if you like put two people in the bathroom together and they have to go. That's when you can get too real.
I mean, what would the pitch be? Two desperate singles.
I mean, you'd have to get to that point. So it'd be like Love is Blind. And
locked in a bathroom.
You'd be like getting to know each other. Then finally you're like, I like you a lot. I want to go further with you. And then like you'd go to the next level and it'd be like, y'all have to go to the bathroom together. Or y'all are stuck in this bathroom and you have to go. And it's going to be very personal.
It would be one of the challenges.
Yeah. Disgusting.
It doesn't bother some people. Like to me, like poop smell doesn't really bother me. But I know for other people, it's like.
Depending on what kind of poop smell.
No, I can see past it. Anyway.
See past it every day.
Every day. Don't forget to subscribe to the #2 podcast. It's not supposed to be literal shit. Okay.
Speaking of literal shit, holy shit, the Civil War. I mean, it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. But if you're going to go see that movie, you have to bring earplugs. Like, bring earplugs just because it's uncomfortable. It's like a concert to where if you see it in like Dolby Vision, you're gonna be deaf at the end. Like it was that loud. to where I felt I was at a concert and I couldn't hear afterwards.
Were there any other takeaways?
I mean, it was good. There was a lot of shock value in it. Kristen Dunst. Kristen
Kristen
Dunst.
Dunst.
She was amazing in it. I mean, newfound respect for
There's
her.
a reason she was the captain of the Toros.
Yes.
There's a reason. I love her.
She has what do you call it? When you have like a wide range of like talent.
It's like insane.
Yeah.
Do you know I get really triggered when I hear her name or I talk about her because of the Gabrielle Union drama with that movie?
What? I didn't know that there was drama.
Yeah, you know this. Like,
I don't know that.
So when they released, so Kirsten Dunst, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we went to go see a movie. It's called Civil War. It's in theaters right now. It's based on a book. It's very triggering and it's a great movie. Go see it. Highly recommend, but very loud. Your grandma will not enjoy it. But an actress, Kirsten Dunst, is in it. If you don't know who Kirsten Dunst is,
Living under a rock.
So she was in a movie that is like a key piece of our childhood. Like it's not quite like Drumline key, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Drumline was like an important movie to our childhood, but it was like before that.
Vampire Diaries, childhood.
Not that far back. Anyway, so they made this movie, and due to inequality in Hollywood, there was this actress she's like the best actress ever, Gabrielle Union, who plays like the co-star basically, but she's essentially like the lead in the movie too. And they basically didn't have any scenes. And when they released the trailer, they did, like testing of the movie. People like loved the Clovers, which is the competing team. And she was the captain of the cheerleading. If you haven't seen this movie, then I don't know why you're watching this podcast. Anyway, so they went and like reshot stuff and apparently added it to the actual trailer.
And there wasn't enough Clover scenes.
There's like, well, when they originally filmed the movie, they basically didn't film anything because it was just about the Toros.
Okay.
And then like this competing team like had basically one scene. And then when people saw, I guess, the test footage or the rough trailer or whatever, they were like, I don't understand. Like, that's what this movie is about.
Yeah. Yo.
I don't know if that's like a good telling of the story, but like, look it up. It's freaking crazy. So there's injustice, basically.
But that said, though, now I have like this idea, or I'm sure everybody does. What if they did another movie just strictly about Clovers?
Like the Clovers origin story, and it wasn't solely based on white people stealing their work.
I think that would be a dope like movie. It's like a part.
Have you seen the other Bring It On movies? There's a lot of them.
Kinda. Was there a movie like that?
No,
okay.
But
I think that's a good theme for a movie. If it was just like purely about,
you mean just like
the Clovers,
a predominantly African American school or black school?
I mean, yeah, but like I don't know what
succeeding at cheerleading without.
Yeah, I don't know what the
evil white
the
people
whole premise would be.
Yeah,
but I think there's already enough like fan base for the Clovers to where like it could be
just the brand and the actors alone. I think they're a little old to play high school.
Or it could be like the next generation where Gabrielle Union is the coach and she's like, let's get it together.
She would never. She's too good now. But I think the Bring It On sequels, I mean, for the right paycheck.
And then Kirsten Dunst is like the head coach for the other team at the rival team. And then, now they're like the second story. And then the Clovers are like the first main.
We're going to need to rewatch all the movies.
We're going to write this.
That'll be.
And then never make it.
And then never make it because it's probably a really dumb idea.
No, it's not. You really think it's a dumb idea? I think I would watch it. You would watch it too.
What's the story?
I don't know what the story is. We don't have that yet, but I'm just saying I would watch it.
I would see any movie with Gabrielle Union.
True.
For the most part. That's crazy. Anyway, go see Civil War. It's really good and crazy.
But make sure that you bring earplugs because you don't want to be that person just in the movie theater with your fingers in your ears, just looking like
your age is really showing.
I don't care. That shit was loud AF.
I feel like kids these days don't have hearing because they've had AirPods since like they left the hospital.
There's one part where there's just no sound at all. You're like,
we saw an IMAX though. We're supposed to talk about Coachella.
Okay, so we didn't go to Coachella though.
but the topic is Coachella.
I went to Revolve.
Explain what that is.
Revolve is a clothing line that does a festival adjacent to Coachella. There's lots of influencers, affluent people.
I watched a TikTok that says that this girl, like, I guess, worked for the Coachella company. I mean, I don't know. Is there a Coachella company? Somebody owns it.
Has a company.
Somebody's profiting, and apparently, like, they don't ever pay for influencers or celebrities to go ever. And brands, and I always thought like they were hosting people, you know what I mean? Like, and that's how they get the hype or whatever for it.
No, I mean, I used to work for Warner Music Group, and I mean, they don't even have people there like interviewing people or doing type of.
Yeah, it's like nothing.
It's their own internal stuff. If they do something, it's going to be because they approved it or it's their own thing.
Yeah. Well, she said that basically brands pay to, like, it's basically like they open a shopping mall and brands pay, but they can't sell anything because that's why they give away stuff for free, because it's like not their business. It's like Coachella's like renting the land and stuff. And then I guess it's like very like gray because the company, so like say like the soap company or whatever, like Popular or whatever, like fashion or like the fashion thing, like they'll basically like rent the space like in the festival to like give away the promo stuff. And then like they can't legally, I guess, like pay the influencers or celebrities to go, but they can rent a house and be like, we have this house. And
I mean, it makes sense.
It's like a very gray area, but then they also can't use the word Coachella because then Coachella will sue them. It's like crazy. I was like on a deep dive on social media management TikTok the other day, just being like, wait, what? Like, and I guess it's this like weird.
Well, when I went to Revolve, it was just, it was a bunch of brands and pretty much everything was free. It was a good time. I did feel a little bit like a fish out of water just because there's like all these like influencers, and I think I was like the oldest one there.
Did you influence someone?
I influenced the bar.
Then you're an influencer.
No, but I don't know. It was cool. The performances are really good. T-Pain was my favorite.
And what's your favorite song by Mr. T-Pain?
The part when he talks about a Samoan.
That's a song, or that's just a part of a song?
It's just part of a song, but
insert T-Pain song here.
No, but T-Pain was really good. So,
that's good.
He says, Samoan, just how I say Samoan. I met some influencers.
You met some influencers?
Yeah.
Did they influence you?
No, so I saw Brooke Schofield. I don't even know how to say her name.
And what type of influencer is she?
You don't know who she is?
No.
Well, she has her own podcast with.
Is it as good as
Tana?
the number 2 podcast?
I don't know.
Or better?
It might be the number 1 podcast.
Is it comedy?
But I saw her in line, and then I was like, "Oh, that's her." And so then I just turn around. I go, "I love your podcast. I think you're awesome." She's like, "Oh, thanks," and she was like super nice, and I just gave her a little high five. And I said, "Okay, have a good day. Bye." So it's like super awkward.
Making lifelong connections.
Yes, this is how I network. I just like give a compliment, act very awkward.
And then in 5 years, when we're at the Oscars, you'll be like, remember me?
But I also met Fanita.
Fanina?
No, Fanita.
Who's Fanita?
She is a podcaster. Super funny, hilarious.
Did she ask about me?
Yes. She can't wait to meet you.
She knows my work.
No, but I pretty much said the same thing to her too. And I don't know, she was super cool. And I don't know. I feel weird talking about
it. Seems like you had a really good time at the Revolving Festival. What advice do you have for other people going to the next weekend of Revolvechella?
Well, I don't know if there's another weekend of Revolve.
It's a one.
I think it was just a 1 weekend this week. I mean, this year.
Better luck next year. If you could have anybody perform at Coachella, who would it be?
Britney Spears.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine?
Has she ever performed at Coachella?
I don't think so. But I mean, I think that.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can she lip sync in the heat?
I mean, She can definitely do some twirls.
The twirling.
She would be full the fuck out.
Full the fuck out. Okay, so say they couldn't get Britney. Who would you pick
If it could be anybody, I think it would be.
as the headliner?
Who would I pick? Who do I like right now? If I wanted to go to a concert right now, I would choose. Oh God.
Do you know who I would pick?
Who would you pick? Because I can't think of anyone right now.
Who do you think I would pick?
I don't know. I feel like someone in musical theater.
No, they couldn't afford them. Musical theater people aren't going to leave their 8 shows a week to do Coachella. If I could have anybody be the headliner of Coachella, it would be Celine Dion.
Oh my God. I should have guessed that.
Because Celine Dion is like very ballsy. And she doesn't just have like theater shows. She has like her tour. And if you've seen her latest tour, I mean, she's not working right now for the last couple of years because of her illness, but she has these drones. Oh my God. When she sings the Titanic song, can you imagine that in Coachella? But they would do like probably like the lanterns, like those fire lanterns.
I mean, that would be pretty epic.
And like she's not afraid of like remixes and like collaborations and stuff. So like obviously it's more of like a upbeat music festival and not sad songs. But she has a choreographer, you know, it's like she's a performer.
Yeah.
And people like the nostalgia factor. And the reason it would work is because she is cool, but like it would get, I hate to say it, but like a wealthier customer. Coogee to the people that like are into Coachella, but
Coogee?
not, you know?
I don't think it's Coogee.
I'm just saying like
It's Chugi.
What is it?
It's Chugi.
Chugi?
I think you're thinking
What's
of
Coogee?
I think you're thinking of Koozie.
Koozie. I don't know. Anyway, Celine, call me. I'm ready to choreograph. Okay, so our second to last topic is on the podcast is the weather.
The weather?
Let's talk about the weather.
Well, in Palm Springs, it was super sunny, and then we drove back home, and it was just raining,
pouring, horrible.
I understand, but I like Palm Springs a lot. I didn't
really.
I mean, I've only been there like one time before, but it was given like Old Town Road meets like modern stuff. I don't know, and just the sun and palm trees, and it was nice. I didn't mind it at all.
It's that retired life.
Yeah. And then it was weird because it was like almost like there was West Hollywood, but then it wasn't. It's like West Hollywood mixed in with just regular restaurants. So it's like sporadic. I don't even know if they have like a gay area. I think it's just sporadic gay restaurants with normal restaurants. And
it's like a normal city, not Los Angeles where it's like
I don't know. I
baby
liked
in
it.
the corner.
It was pretty cool. It was a vibe.
Great.
Can't wait to go again.
Well, I did not attend. Not my scene. But maybe next year.
Guys, we need to get Glenn to go to Coachella or one of these festivals because I think he would just be hilarious. And
do you guys like being hot in the desert with no hotel location? Like Disney World is hard enough, and you know there's going to be an air-conditioned room at the end. Like, can you imagine these people? They're intense. Like, I don't like any artist. Sorry, Celine.
Would you ever go camping? No glamping?
No, I would go camping. But camping is like a fixed...
But like at Coachella?
No.
I think I would.
I mean, never say never, but like it doesn't seem like an enjoyable experience.
I think I would if it was a little bit more on the glamping side.
Elite.
Yeah.
I mean, people like, I saw the setups online. Like they're nice, but like it's just not for me. Like,
I wonder if like you have those setups and obviously you're parked next to people. Do you have to like commingle with like people all the time?
It's probably like a social.
Is it like connected, or can you just like cut it off and be like,
I'd be afraid they'd steal my shit.
Oh yeah.
So I don't trust anybody, especially in California.
Well, I think you have to go into it knowing that it's kind of open. If you need to hide or put things away, you need to put things away where they need to be.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot of fun. And they stream this for free on YouTube.
Were you watching that?
Coachella? No, because I don't like any of the people.
You don't like Renee Rapp?
Was she a headliner?
I don't know. I just know she performed.
I don't dislike Renee Rapp, but I'm not like a music like person. I don't know. Like I like to listen to music, but I don't want to like watch somebody like do a performance. Okay, so have you heard about what IKEA is doing?
What?
They
No.
opened. Okay, so IKEA is IKEA-ing. Is that an adverb? Adjective.
I use it all the time.
A verb
Use it in a sentence.
A verb is an action word. I was IKEA-ing all day.
I was IKEA-ing.
Okay, so they're doing like weird things. Like they just opened a food hall in San Francisco.
Okay.
But it's like not IKEA food. It's just like IKEA design, and then it's a food hall. But it's like owned by IKEA.
Okay. So it's like IKEA Revolve Festival.
I feel like IKEA is like what's the evil company in Fallout? Vaultcore or whatever? Or it's like what's the evil company in Wall-E by and large? I feel like IKEA are those companies. Like it's gonna be like secretly everywhere and
I like
own
IKEA.
everything. Do you?
But it wasn't IKEA food though. It was like other vendors.
No,
or
it's
something?
like nice. I watched this whole video on it.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to IKEA, but their food is nice.
I mean, those microwaves.
Yeah.
You better know what you want. Veggie balls or regular balls or turkey balls, or they're going to yell at you. And the side eye when you order a kid's meal, it's like,
Keep it moving.
keep it moving. And people are so slow. The other thing IKEA is doing, this has nothing to do with the food hall, but if you've ever been to IKEA, they have like very specific desserts. And there's one like I love, and it's basically like this pink dome, if you can visualize, and it's like a little piece of cake, and it's like covered in frosting, basically.
You always get that one.
But they don't have it anymore.
Oh, really?
After the pandemic, it like turned into like a different shape. It's just like a regular cake, but like the same flavors. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, that's upsetting. That's a different topic. But they're doing this new thing where the only way you can buy it, because it's so popular and they know people are pissed, is it's like on a tray of 2 of the other desserts that nobody buys. So they're like forcing you to buy 3 desserts to get 1 dessert.
I'm not mad at it.
You want to spend $15 on IKEA desserts to eat 1 dessert?
I know you would.
No, I'm not eating the other 2. I'm just saying, IKEA, I don't know what they're doing. Freaking crazy.